stepping here for irishboxing.com in association with PD Giveaways with Jason Moore after going 5-0.
Yeah.
5-0 is kind of a little sort of milestone maybe. Does it feel that way for you?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I'm starting to get mature, especially the fifth fight being a 6-rounder. So I'm starting to feel mature to the game now.
And how did you feel over the 6?
I felt good in there. From the first round to the last round, I could see clear. Fitness was great, and even in the 6th round, that's the round that I dropped the most pressure in. So I felt good. I felt at home in there. Like,
were you holding at him back for the 6th round, or was that just natural?
No, definitely not. No, the game plan was to stick to the box and let the pressure progress throughout the fight, and get the rounds in, get the experience in. But he was an awkward operator, so. Listen, it went to distance.
Did you want the knockout? I know you don't say it beforehand. You'll say you'll take whatever comes, but did you secretly want it, or?
To be honest with you, no, that wasn't the game plan. Last time out, I got the knockout, and I felt like I rushed it a little bit, and I didn't box as good as I know I could have. I boxed great, but not as good as I know. But I know there now I stuck to my boxing, and I seen everything clear. The adrenaline wasn't pumping because the knockout wasn't in my mind. Now, the lads did say, listen, if the shot comes, it comes. Just take your time, step by step when you're in there.
And that does show learning then, doesn't it? It shows you're learning over the period, and your coaches are doing well for you.
100%, yeah. They're putting in all the work into me, and even the sparring we're doing, they're wars. They're going the whole 6 rounds. We kill each other in the sparring. But they go over the course of 6 rounds. So as I said, we're ready for 6 rounds of order, and that's what we wanted, because hopefully in the future, as the year progresses, we want to be looking at the title fights, And as I've said, you're not going to knock them all out.
Yeah. And before we get on to the title fights, just to ask again, how frustrating was that? He is awkward, and you have to temper your frustration. Do you have to watch yourself in there? Or?
Yeah, it was actually, to be honest with you, I'd say after the 2nd round, before the 3rd round, the break, I went back to Jono in the corner and I said, this is getting on my nerves, the way he's throwing himself and the way he's walking around the ring, and he just shut me down straight away. He says, focus, he said, he jumped back my throat and he said, focus. So I had to listen. That was the game plan, listen, pick the shots I was told to pick.
Yeah.
And get the
So he was getting under your skin that much, was he?
He kind of was, yeah. But not as much as to where I go, lashing out at him and stuff I knew I had a job to do and stick to my game plan. So, but he was kind of he was awkward.
And then he fell through the ropes. People mightn't have seen it, and there was a bit of a break there. He broke the ropes, but that's because he was leaning back on them so much. And what were you thinking then? You had a good 2-minute break, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know, but to me in the ring it felt longer because. I was thinking of the worst. I was thinking this fight is going to be stopped.
I get you.
I didn't want it to be stopped.
Yeah.
All the work I've put in, and then if my fight was stopped.
Here he is now. He wants to say hello. Does he?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My younger son, I have son, 24.
24, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Your career is Mr. Europe?
Amateur European champion. Yeah, amateur European champion.
Junior or senior?
Junior, yeah. Thanks very much. Thank you.
You can't dislike him now.
Yeah. Listen, no, look, it's when we're in the ring, we're not friends. It's the same at the weigh-in yesterday. I used to tell my wife as well. He seems like a nice lad, When I walked in, I was talking to the lads, and once he saw me, he came up and shook my hand. I said, nice lad.
Yeah.
So I don't have any friends in the ring.
No.
No way.
And then, as you were talking about titles earlier, how close do you feel, or even who would you be targeting at cruiserweight in Ireland? I know you say you want to be number 1.
Yeah, look, I do want to be number 1, and I'm not targeting anybody, to be honest with you. Anybody that wants to fight, I'll fight. This is the fight game,
Yeah.
And this is what we're here for. There's no point in hiding or ducking, lads. I'll fight anybody. Simple as that. If there's a title on the line, that'll make it all better.
And have anyone discussed that with you? Have they laid it out or sit?
No. Look, it's just nobody has actually laid out anything. It was just said, listen, it's going to be hopefully sometime throughout the year.
Brilliant.
And if there's somebody there on the night, well, I won't be on the show if there's not. I'll be happy out.
Lovely. And then if not Irish, plans to go different routes then, if the Irish one doesn't come up or anything?
Yeah, look, I know I leave it down to my team. If that doesn't go to plan, I leave it down to my team and the lads and Jason Quigley himself.
You feel ready?
I feel ready, yeah, definitely. Maybe get one or two more fights under my belt. That was my first 6 rounders, And not that I had any pressure on myself or anything like that. I knew what I had to do when I got in there. So maybe get 1 more 6 or even an 8 next. I don't mind whatever Jono and Jason and lads, Nicky and Marky think. You know, they won't put me in the wrong direction. Yeah. And then whatever happens after that, I'll be ready.
Lovely. Appreciate it. Let's go in and get a t-shirt on you. You've been around for a while.
Thanks very much.